Da 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 da! It's Trashkoff himself. Welcome back to Geneforge. We're going in the Geneforge first, which is over here. This door doesn't look locked, however it glows very lightly. When you get close it doesn't open. The door is being held shut by some sort of magical energy. You can't see the source, but you would bet that Trashkoff has something to do with it. Excuse me, I'm more powerful than him. Right, go on then, let's see what he wants. Probably kill him. Maybe, I don't know yet. Might as well buff up just in case shit kicks off. When you get a close look at Trashkoff, you can see that the augmentation and changes he has received have improved him, but not controlled him. He is calm. He glows with immense power, all of it at his immediate control. I am Trashkoff, Shaper. I brought you to this island. I want you to help me. When you hear what I have to say, I believe you will help me. Everything you have done to hurt or help my cause is now forgotten or forgiven. Ah! He's a friend after all. Now at last we may begin on the path to power and justice. If you will help, will you hear my story? I would like to hear your story. Or shall we just kill him first? Now let's hear his story. There is not much to say, actually. We Sholai are a people of traders, explorers. We sail the seas and find new lands. We were an expedition to cross the Great Sea, to find out if there was anyone here. Harsh weather made us land on this island, and it was here we learned of you and of your secrets. And then you learned as many of those secrets as you could. Who would not? I could not, despite my efforts, learn your tongue, but others did. Well, you're dumb, aren't you, if you need magic to learn? Oh wait, so do I. And they read your books and learned of you, and they learned how jealous you are. I ain't jealous, I've got loads of power. Well, I am jealous, actually, of all those canisters you've used out there. They learned that your secrets are not to be shared with anyone, but you are a Shaper. You cannot understand how much a poor outsider can want what you have. You take for granted. To want what you have, you take... Well, whatever. So I learned, and we explored, and we came to the Geneforge. You want to use the Geneforge, yes? Yes, I do. I will get to my reasons soon. Right. Kick in the reading skills, please. This is an important bit. Right. Ow. Slappage. First, the story. We could not understand your instructions. We could not understand how to use the Geneforge. So I had a plan. I had a Shaper brought here. I confess we kidnapped a Shaper. His name was Goetch. It still is, he's just dead now. We brought him here. Well, you didn't keep him here, did you? Fools. He gave me some information, and learned some himself. And he betrayed me and fled. But I still did not know all I needed to know. I needed a new Shaper. Me. I'm not new. I was made years ago. Yes, I need your help if I am to use the Geneforge. You must be asking yourself, though, why should I help this outsider become so powerful? I have reasons. Will you hear me out? Yeah, go on then. Trashkoff waits to see what else you have to say. I'd like to hear your story, I guess. Or what? Isn't that what I just did? Yeah. I'd like to hear your arguments. Shouldn't it be reasons? First, I will appeal to your moral side. You have wandered to this island. You have met the serviles. You have seen the things your people have done. I hope you have seen your people with fresh eyes. Kind of have, actually, to be honest. He has got a point. Your people do horrible things, and you have done them for so long that you have come to see them as normal. What are these supposed horrible things we do? Wander this island. See how you have treated. Do treat the living... What? See how you have treated, do treat the living things you make. You make living things capable of thought, reason, pain, and you make them your slaves. You steal men's souls and make them your slaves. Destroying them when they displease you. The other Sholai, they only care about the wealth and power of your secrets give them, but I see the disease beyond. I am moved by the plight of the serviles and of your creations. I want to end their torment. By becoming a god, and ruling over them probably with your new power. That is what the power of the Geneforge will give me. I should also say what it will give you. Death, probably. What's in it for me? Power. If you help me, I will make you my second in command. I will give you the great wealth and power in return. I will give you great wealth and power in return for your helping me to get justice. You know, he kind of makes a good argument here, to be honest, but I don't want to be second in command. You will help me remake the world, and in return I will give you more than your precious shapers will ever give you. What do you mean by that? Look around you. This island is barred. Yes, I know that much about your people. This is forbidden land. Everything you have seen, secret, and those secrets taint you. Kill me if you want. Destroy the Geneforge if you want. When you return home, you will know too much to be safe. Probably true. The Shapers want the secrets here buried. They will bury you with them. No, they'll just put me in a cell, if the other ending is anything to go by. That is my argument. That is my cause. I wish your help. What do you think? You know, honestly, in real life I'd probably join, because the Shapers do treat their creations like crap by the look of it. You know, we've seen discipline chambers. They are kind of slavers, aren't they? Basically gods, bringing things into this world, treating them like crap if they don't obey every order. But this guy also wants power. So, you know, no one is good, no one is right. I think that you are an outsider, and a mad one at that. I will not help. I will later, though, just to see what the difference is, I guess. I guess first I'll go with the ending I would go for, or something. I don't know, though. Outsiders can have good ideas. Just because he's an outsider doesn't mean he doesn't speak sense. It's cleverly written, innit? It's making me change my mind now. Maybe I will help him. Fuck the Shapers, you know? Sure, we'll go with that. I think that you speak sense, I agree. I will help you. I'm sorry for calling you Trash Cough all this time. You're not so bad after all, by the sound of it. But then, I don't know, have you been disciplining your things as well? You know, you've learned to make them. What have you been doing with them? Tricky, innit? Yeah, we'll help him for now, I reckon. Whatever, it's just a game at the end of the day. Alright, the first thing I will require from you is your assistance. He points to the book near him. That book, I believe, contains instructions on to use the Geneforge. Read it and tell me what I need to do, but beware, if I ever suspect you're trying to trick me, betray me, or slay me, I will destroy you! I will not make the mistake I made with Goethe again. Goethe was like a crazy, power-hungry psycho, wasn't he? This guy, he wants the power so he can help the serviles, supposedly, but Goethe was like, this power belongs to me, no one else can have it. Because I'm an almighty shaper and fuck the rules, or whatever. Screw the rules, I'm a shaper. Yeah, I have another question. Right, yeah, let's read the book. Whoop. You flip through the book. It was left behind by the Shaper researchers here. It's a collection of notes, equations... Is that spelled right? I guess so. Equations. I would have expected S or something, but equations. Schematics and instructions, all related to the Geneforge. You skim through the tome. Most of the details are irrelevant or too esoteric for you to understand. Finally, near the end, you find a reasonably concise and helpful entry. It is unsure whether we will ever allow one to adopt the mantle of greater being and welcome the changes that the Geneforge will make. Who has the courage to allow themselves to be rewritten, remade? Should one ever accept the challenge and the danger, they must don the gloves. There are two pairs, though one of them was damaged in an early experiment and might not be repairable. I wonder if there is someone somewhere in the world you can go to repair it. Probably. I think there were some people who like to repair stuff, weren't there? Some serviles, tinkers out there. Should one ever... oh yeah, donning the gloves, the chosen shall caress the surface of the pool lightly, slowly, letting it works its magic a tiny bit at a time. Speed will be lethal. The body must adjust. Do not, whatever you do, put your hands far in the pool. Now I really want to know what happens if I shove him in. I wonder if I get the option, I don't remember. Then, when the Chosen is rewritten, the pool may do no more. The changing will be done, and no more changing can have any effect. The user may swim in the pool safely. Such will be the power. Oh! Oh. Trashkov waits to see what else you have to say. Oh, here we go. Choice time. I've read the book. You need to wear the special gloves and run your fingers across the surface. Or, I've read the book. You need to wear the special gloves and plunge your hands deep in the pool. Yeah. I think I'll go with helping him. It feels weird because I've been like against him this whole time, but now that I'm learning what he's like. Excellent. That verifies what Goethe told me earlier. Oh, probably would have been dangerous if I told him. Oh, look at all this now. God. That was a test. I see now that you might possibly be trusted. This is what I need from you. This is truly what is required. The book describes the gloves I need to use the Geneforge. Goethe stole them from me and fled to the wastes to the northwest corner of the island. Go there, find Goethe, kill him, recover the gloves, and it will be a victory for you, for me, and for justice. Here is an amulet. It's a gift from Norrell, leader of the Takers. That's a thing as well. If he's been working with the Takers, they're like violent and shite. Is he going to bring in violence? You know, if I use the Geneforge, maybe I can be nice, because I'm with the Awakened, and we can have equality for everyone. So that's probably the right choice, actually. Because he hasn't said if he's going to rule over it with like an iron fist or something. You know, is he going to kill any Shaper? Or is he going to treat everyone fairly? Maybe I don't know. I don't know, it's a bit late now to trick him, isn't it? I'll give him the fake ones, actually. Then maybe I can gain power instead. Yeah, I don't trust him, because he's been working with the Takers. Forgot about that. Thank you for mentioning that name and reminding me, you fool. Anyway, here is an amulet. It is a gift from Norrell, leader of the Takers. Wear it, and it will mark you to my people as a friend. They will let you pass safely. Trashkov gives you a bronze amulet. I've slain Goethe. I am glad of it. Once you give me the gloves, our long, glorious struggle can truly begin. Glorious? God, he's really bigging himself up, isn't he? Can you give me assistance? Supplies? Canisters? Everything we have we need. My people will demand all of the canisters and powerful equipment for themselves. You have the whole rest of the island to draw from. Oi. I'm special, thanks. I would like to help you, but politics intervene. I cannot. Great politics. Yeah, you don't deserve to rule after all, actually. And again, even if I rule, it's still politics, isn't it? Everything's politics. The only difference is whose politics it is, and who agrees with them. Tell me about your soldiers here. Trashkov sighs. I have been very alone. I have had to struggle mightily to steer my course. Some of us were small-minded. They refused to see the horrible crimes of your people, longing instead for mere trade and contact with you. They fought to leave this island alone. Like I don't know. I don't know who I side with. Everyone's a twat, except me, and my drakes. Others want only power. They use all of the canisters they can, without concern for justice or other goals. They are useful to me in their ways, though I feel we must find a way to make more canisters soon. What will happen if you don't get more canisters? I fear that my warriors and mages are, well, I should not use the word addicted. I am. It is not an addiction of the body, like for alcohol or tobacco. They will not fall ill if they get no more canisters. No, it is an addiction of the mind. It is the desire of power for more power. That is what my people have, and if they stop getting more power, I'm concerned about how they will react. They won't, because they're dead. Another question. Right, it's the choice time. Do I still... Oh, I could tell him I have a damaged pair. God, should we give him the fake ones? If I've got the damaged ones, he's probably going to be pissed that I've been in his chambers, isn't he? Let's do it anyway. Treshkov recognised them as the gloves from his quarters. He frowns but says nothing, because he said everything was forgiven and stuff, so it's alright. Yes, Gorge found those, but he told me that they are damaged beyond repair. This is correct. You can see at a glance that any repairs you could make to them would only be cosmetic. No, I don't want to tell him that I can repair them. Okay, I'd like to know something else. Let's give him the fake ones. Go on. I'm changing my mind at the last second here. The presence of your creations will interfere with the Geneforge. What? Whatever. I'll kill him. Here, have the fake gloves. Treshkov's eyes light up. Yes, at last I have them. Hurry, give them to me. Then he takes a closer look. Wait, those look different from the original gloves somehow. What trickery is this? Gertch has cleaned them and done some repair work on them. That's probably why they look different. They're the same gloves. You're very convincing. Treshkov's suspicion is overcome by his greed. Yeah, greed. There you go. He's not a good guy after all. He just wants the power. He takes the false gloves from you. At last, after all of the waiting, the gloves are mine. I can use the Geneforge at last. Treshkov starts walking to the east without delay. Come with me. Come watch my moment of triumph. Yeah, he's showing his true colours now. You know, he's trying to be convincing as well. He's probably used some leadership canisters. Might as well save it. We can just load the pre-decision thing. Oh, we can even do this. The spiral has done surprisingly well, surviving centuries of neglect. It is highly unstable and occasionally shudders in a worrisome manner, but it remains intact and feeds power to the Geneforge. It has no controls or accessible parts. Its surface is smooth and whole. The only feature on the surface is a slot meant for something to be inserted into. Well, I guess you could also do this, like fudge with these before he uses it, and then maybe he'll explode. Should we do that? Insert the control rod. The control rod fits the hole perfectly. There is a hissing, grinding noise. The spiral goes dark. Then cracks appear up and down its surface. The spiral is ruined. The organic goo inside leaks out and cracks and oozes all over the floor. Perf! Yeah. Oh! Uh-oh. As you watch, Treshkov dons the gloves and kneels. Slowly, carefully, reverently, he touches his fingertips to the Geneforge. The greatest accomplishment of your people begins to work your magic on him. But he is wearing the wrong gloves. When he realizes what is happening, it is too late. The faulty gloves allow the substance of the Geneforge to reach his skin too quickly. As you watch, his flesh bubbles and cracks. Oh! He screams. He lurches to his feet and turns towards you. As he stumbles toward you, the changes continue. His bones bend and his hair falls out. His skin peels off in sheets. Oh, it's disgusting. He reaches for his sword, but his hand isn't strong enough to grasp it. Then he falls to the ground at your feet, dead at last. His body dissolves into a frothy pink goo. Disgusting! The thief of your people's secrets has received justice at last. Oh, dude. You see before you the result of all the labours, the ingenuity, the genius of Sucia Island. It is the great accomplishment of the shapers here. It is the Geneforge. Doesn't look like much. It's a pool of swirling, bitter-smelling muck, kept alive and well mixed by several unstable power spirals. It looks like the substance in the augmenting canisters you have seen all over the island. However, the canisters had special attachments through which the goop flowed into you, to alter you. This stuff is bare and exposed. It glows with barely restrained magical powers. It's awesomely powerful, but also very dangerous. I didn't need to push him in to have a glorious display. He didn't have much, did he? What? The amulet Norrell gave you suddenly becomes tarnished, it said down there. Right, here we go. These are your defences, are they? I fought a greater army in the bloody Shaper Crypt. Like, for real. Yeah, there's probably a lot of little variants you could do, like destroy it using these, or use it myself, or let him use it, and stuff. There's probably a bunch of little changes that could happen in the ending, so it'll take quite a while to try all of them. So I'll just do some major ones. I'll use it myself, I guess. Or no, I was going to destroy it, wasn't I? Because no one deserves the power. So yeah, I think I'll destroy it first, and then I'll load it and use it, and then I'll load it further back and let him use it. Yeah. Although I probably need to use the boat now to get off the island, don't I? I guess just destroying one of the spirals won't destroy the Geneforge. Hopefully. Because I'm going to use it now. Wait, no, I'm not going to destroy it, then I'm going to use it. Bloody hell, memory! I literally just said this very thing a moment ago. No! No! No, now he's alive! Puffins! Yeah, that was a rubbish army, dude. Right. Before gene usage. Let's destroy this bugger. What happens if I smash it? Spyro is heavily charged and highly unstable. You could shatter it, but the results would be unpredictable. Smash it anyway. The internal pressure of the device is considerable. The moment you strike it, cracks appear all up and down its surface. Steam hisses out and the room grows warmer. You suspect it's about to explode with a lot of force. Ah! Yeah? Oh, Scheitenheft. I guess maybe you could leg it out of there, but I'll just use the control rod. Yep. I guess you don't have time to do all this before he uses it, so maybe there wouldn't be a difference for that. What we got over here? Red. Why are there these spore batons? I guess in case you need to go across the island to do a thing. Is this broken now? You stare into the swirling goo of the Geneforge. The pool is no longer charged, but it is still intact. It will be years before it rots enough to no longer be usable. It still bubbles, hisses, and steams, waiting for you to act. Smash the Geneforge! Takes a number of heavy blows, but you manage to smash the edge of the pool. The goo inside begins to run out, spreading over the floor. It hisses where it touches the stone. This has the effect of throwing the rest of the substance out of balance. It was highly charged stuff and unstable. With much of it gone, the rest cannot live. As you watch, it dries up before your eyes, shrinking into dust. From this moment, nobody will ever use the Geneforge. The genius of the researchers of Sucia Island is gone, and their works have died with it. At last, it is time to leave, and return to your people. The danger is gone. Nobody will ever use the Geneforge. Ah! I guess we need to go use the boat now. And then we will read that ending. And probably not have time in this part, so the next part will be the other endings that I do. Yeah, I guess I'll use it. And then I'll let him use it. I guess that's it. Hello? Hello? What's going on here? You're not poisoned or anything. Why did I even bother getting experience for that? What are you doing? Come on! I guess this is really the only exit from the island. I guess unless we stay here, like maybe if we help Trashkov, we'll get an ending just like that. But job done. All in a day's work. Or however long this has taken in game day terms. Goodbye, fellas. Yep. Board and leave. Yeah, I think that's all the same. Bling! Some of it will probably be the same. Doesn't show. Yeah, I think that's the same. Yeah. There we go. The Shapers know that Sucia Island was barred and that you were there. Their reaction is immediate. They seize you and shackle you, and they put you on a boat and take you to the Shaper Council. I think this is different anyway. It was a different picture last time. After a few weeks in a cell, the interrogation begins. They ask about, and you reveal every one of your actions on Sucia Island. You tell them of the Sholai, the servile colonies, and the Geneforge. You tell them of Trashkov, the outsider who was rapidly mastering the Shaper secrets, and how with great difficulty and risk you slew him. There we go. You also tell them about the Geneforge and how you destroyed it to keep its power forever out of dangerous hands. You wait in the cell for a few more weeks while they send a contingent of agents to investigate Sucia Island. Eventually, they find that things were much as you said. The Shapers are impressed by your bravery and integrity. You are released from imprisonment, after you swear an oath to always keep secret what you found there. The Sholai and Serviles who are tampering with Shaper secrets are all slain. Kazgiz razed to the ground. Razed to the ground! That's a silly way to put it, but it's a different kind of raised, so it's okay. The rest of the Sholai are brought to the council. Long delayed, the diplomacy between the Sholai and the Shapers begins. The Shaper Council is impressed by how well the surviving Sholai resisted the temptation of their secrets. Your people and theirs begins a long and profitable relationship. Oh, I guess this was pretty much objectively the right choice, except for the Serviles. I don't know. As for you, you begin your apprenticeship at last. Organised training combined with the raw power you gained from Sucia Island make you a Shaper of renowned and incredible skill. Several major new colonies are established under your guidance. You are respected, but you are also feared. The Shapers never truly and completely trust you. They are afraid of the effects of Sucia Island on you. The taint of the barred land never truly leaves you. You become powerful and influential and wealthy, and even one day you are the first Shaper to visit the lands of the Sholai. Oh! But the highest levels of Shaper society are always closed to you. Wherever you go, there are worried looks and whispers. Yes, fear me and respect me, like a dragon should be. I guess. You have a good life, a productive life, but you always wonder what might have been. Back on Sucia Island, the various servile villages struggled to continue. What? I thought all the serviles were slain, it said. Contradiction. Maybe, unless it was different serviles that were slain, I don't know. Struggled to continue as best they could. When the histories of these turbulent times are written, they mention a few details of minor players in this great drama. I think this is all the same. Wait, no, maybe. Yeah, it might be different a little bit. In Vakiri, Elra saw that without the help of the Geneforge, his hopes of forging the independence of his people were dwindling. Though he was in his way a rebel, he was also a realist. The Shapers swarmed Sucia Island, horrified by the threat they had narrowly averted. They searched the island looking for other dangerous secrets or hidden caches of old technology. When the Shapers arrived, Elra not wanting to force a confrontation, led his people into hiding. For months they hid in the woods and wastes, avoiding the Shapers as best they could. So okay, no contradiction at all, actually. Then, when the Shapers left and barred the island once again, they returned to Vakiri. They continued to live and struggle, isolated and dreaming of independence. They are independent. Shapers are gone. They remained hungry, poor, constantly in danger, and free. When the Shapers searched Sucia Island, they found the Obeyers. At first, they were worried by these strange, rather independent creations. Then they met Rydell. In time, the Shapers found how loyal the Obeyers had been, and under very difficult circumstances. It was a new experience for them. They were used to loyalty, but had never seen creations who were loyal because they chose to be. The Obeyers were brought before the Shaper Council for careful examination. Then they were given new roles. Serviles trained by Rydell and his people were placed in charge of other dumber serviles. Their patient and loyal guidance provided a useful and human buffer between the Shapers and their creations. The Obeyers were loyal enough to be trusted, but kind and intelligent enough to treat creations of all sorts with empathy. So this is the best ending then, because they're happy as well mostly. There's probably no ending where everyone is objectively happy, but this one seems pretty good. When Rydell finally reached his deathbed, he looked back upon his life with great satisfaction. He always felt relieved to be the one who saw his people be rewarded for their great labours. Now this makes me wonder, if I'd killed Rydell, just randomly, would he be in the ending? Are there that minor difference? As in, did they put that much detail into minor differences or something? Who knows? When the Shapers went to Sucia Island to investigate, they found the Takers. They were completely surprised by the level of rebellion and hatred in the Servals of Kazg. They were not so surprised, however, that they could not act. Norral tried to lead the fight against the Shapers, the battle her people had long prepared for. They found that they were completely outmatched. Overmatched. What? Outmatched might be better. I don't know, whatever. I'm not a writer. I've just never heard overmatched. Anyway, a combination of battle betas and discipline ones soon settled the issue. Kazg was razed again. The Takers were destroyed. Norral was captured, carefully inspected for biological sources of her rogue status, and slain. The Shapers were highly worried by the intensity of the Takers' rogue behaviour. They suppressed any information about the Takers and what they believed. Within a handful of years they were forgotten. The finest flowering of the powerful arts of the Shapers took place on Sucia Island. The Shapers, however, could not control the power they created. They tried to harness it, then they tried to hide it, then they tried to forget it, then it came back to haunt them. I think this is the same, but whatever. Eventually the tumult caused by the rediscovery of the Geneforge died down, but the secrets and the potential were known. Even after it was gone, people knew that it could be. The story grows quiet, but it does not end. You cannot unring a bell. The end. Oh, you said it does not end. There you go. There's my ending anyway. Next time, as I said, we're gonna... Shut up! We're gonna go back. I'm gonna use it, and then I'm gonna let Trashkov use it. And maybe that'll be the only two I'll do. Unless anything else comes to mind. Yeah. Thanks for watching, see you tomorrow for probably the last two endings. Bye! Oh, and if this is just the last part of the playthrough for you because you don't care about the other endings, thanks for watching, even though I just said that, but it's been good fun. Some areas obviously have been a bit dull, a bit boring, just a lot of combat, and probably a bit boring for you as well, I would imagine. It's not the most exciting combat, is it? But it's the story that you want, and I want. And it's always exciting finding cool artifacts and magical goods. Yeah, very interesting game. Anyway, see you tomorrow if you do come back. But either way, thanks for watching, and see you next time.